Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. So this video is regarding a demo class for a subject that is Kannada of SSLC students. So how we train our students to excel in a subject that is Kannada. Not all the students are comfortable with this language, so that is why few students find it difficult. So here we are to ease your subject like always. So basically in this subject, that is a language, the most difficult part for students is the grammar part. I think many students agree with me. If you are finding it difficult, then it is because of the grammar. Like this, they ask the students to write a essay, write the gade. So all these things makes the subject difficult for them. So we have come up with a strategy for Kannada as well. Yes, you heard it right. For a language also we are having a strategy, and yes, many students have gained a very good marks. Some students have even gained the out of out marks in the subject Kannada, for which they used to score at least passing marks or below passing marks. They used to fail in the subject, but by our assistance they have always excelled in this subject as well. So let me give you an overview that how we train our students in this subject as well. The first thing is that we will be focusing on the grammar part of this paper. Okay, so grammar part is the first thing what we will be giving an attention to. So in the grammar part, there is a question which always appears, that is the Kavi Parichaya. Okay, so you have to write about the poet. So the thing is that the students can't study the entire Kavi Parichaya of half a page for this question. So what we have done is that we have chosen the some common sentences for them. Like, let me give you an example. Dash ravaru, dash ralli, dash emballi, janisidaru. This is the common sentence which one of the sentence of the Kavi Parichaya which we have framed. So according to this, dash ravaru, any poet name a student can write. Then dash ralli, what is the state name, what is the birthplace of the poet, the students can study that. So even that studying we have made it easier. We have prepared in the form of a tabular column, in a form of a PDF form. So the students whoever enroll in our institute, we will give them in the form of PDF. So that entire tabular column, if a student learns, there are few important poets which have been asked from past so many years. So for the students who cannot study the entire thing, we have even shortlisted the poets for them, so they can study that. So the students don't have to learn this. So for all the poets it is not same. The Kannada isn't same for all the poets. Okay, the sentences whichever is been given in the textbook differs from poet to poet. So what we have done is that we have found the common sentences like this for each of the question. So by this, what student can do is that the student can first learn these common sentences, and if the poet is been asked like Kuempu, if the Kuempu's this one date of birth, if a student remembers, the state remembers, the write-ups whatever is been written by Kuempu, if those things if a student remembers, then the student can just fill up here if the student have learned these common sentences. So this is the strategy for the students to excel. So they can't be studying the entire Kavi Parichaya. So what students usually do is that they will skip this part. So the simple thing what can gain their marks, they are skipping that only because it is difficult to learn. So we have found this the common sentences which will help them. So this was the example of Kavi Parichaya was given to make you understand that how we have prepared our strategy, how we have simplified the grammar part for our students, so that they can focus on the theory part more, that is the question answers part more, rather than focusing on the grammar part. So the entire grammar part we will be giving them by framing this common sentences. The second thing what always have been coming is the saramsha, that is the summary of one stanza of the poem. So even that, how you have to write the saramsha, not all the students can write it in their own wordings. So even that common sentences like this we have found it. So that also will be given to the students. If you want if you want the overview or an example of this things, you can check out our video of the last year. Like in these days of crash course itself, we had uploaded that how we can carry out the Kannada revisions, and it is the last minute tips and tricks for the students who are studying Kannada as a language. So this is the common sentences which we will be giving them. Saramsha, I had said that it has been appearing from so many years, so students can focus on that as well. Then Alankara. Okay, so Alankara also, how the student have to find it out, which is the Upama Alankara, and which is in Upama Alankara, which is Upameya, Upamana. That thing we will be even teaching the student. So even in that thing we have found the common sentences. So for everything, if the student learns one for any kind of a question, if a student learns one thing, then the student can just substitute the things over there. The detailed video is already being given. If you are finding it difficult to understand, you can check out there, or in the class. This thing we have been doing from so many years, and we have gained a marvelous results. Okay, so this thing is very important for a student, because this part is something where the students usually lose the marks. So Alankara I have said, then comes the Gade, Patra, then Prabandha. So Prabandha is the essay. For essay, the PTA, that is the introduction, at least 2 lines, that how you have to write the 2 lines as well, we will be teaching them. So then PTK, then what will be the last conclusion, then what will be the middle part, what you have to write it down. All these things, like if the 2 things are for the introduction, at least 4 lines you can write the explanation. So that explanation also, how you have to extract it from the given question paper itself, we will be even teaching that strategy for the students. Then the last, that is the 2 lines of conclusion, that also in a simple Kannada, how you have to write it down, even that we will be teaching. And Patra, there will be 2 types of letters that will be given, personal and official. So for those 2 also we have given the common sentences, in which they have to just fill up the from and the to address. Okay, so that thing also we have given. So this entire grammar part of Kannada has been very much simplified for our students, so that the students shouldn't be finding this difficult and lose their marks unnecessarily, because this part is something where you have to gain the marks. Language is somewhere you can gain your percentage. Okay, so we have focused on this part because this is the important part where most of the students lose their marks. So this is how we train our students in the subject, that is the Kannada. We have come up with the main 3 subjects, that is science, maths and Kannada, because these 3 subjects are those subjects which many of the students have asked us and have enrolled in these subjects. So hurry up and enroll in our institute to enjoy all these shortcuts, and you can gain the highest marks in your examinations. Okay, so soon we will be even discussing about the social studies as well, so that you can even you can get an idea how we train in that thing also. Okay, so for the social studies also we have got the plan. You can stay tuned to get the demo class for social as well. Hurry up, enroll in our institute and get benefited from all these strategies what we have been mentioning from past so many days and years. Okay, so take care, best of luck. Allah Hafiz, Jazakallah khair.